Hello. Hello, sir. Yes, hello.
Bobby, we're at Golden Apple.
Yes.
How would you characterize your relationship with toys and collectibles these days?
I'm a collector. I've collected stuff my whole life. I don't think I've ever thrown anything away. I grew up poor with no toys, and that's I held on to them for very dearly. When I was a kid, a used toy store opened up. Like, I lived in an apartment building in New York, and at the bottom of the apartment building, a used toy store opened up, and I would go in there, and the woman who ran the place, I don't think she knew anything about like G.I. Joes, so I would just spend all day in there, taking all the weapons and putting them with the figures and she was like, "You know what you're doing, do you want to work here?" essentially. And I was like, "Yeah," and she would essentially pay me in free toys. I would just get to take toys home. And I weirdly became a collector, and I think I scammed her. I would be like, "This ain't worth nothing.
I'll take this.
I'll take this. You don't need this G.I. Joe hovercraft. It's not worth anything." And I weirdly became a child collector when I was young.
What are the pillars of your collection?
Stuff I like. I don't know. My collecting has always just been I enjoy this right now. I'm gonna collect it, and when that runs out, I will start something else. If I'm being.
So there's no real science to it.
No, it's weird. It's kind of like my love for comic books. I love to draw, so it was I would find a comic book that I liked and I would draw it. I wouldn't even read it. I would just draw pictures of them, and I kind of like that. It's certain sculptors I like. There's I collect a lot of Paul Harding's stuff. He's a specific a sculptor that I like, and I fell in love with his stuff, and I would seek that out. Or Sideshow put out those Hot Toys, and I had a Hot Toys period of that, collecting that kind of stuff. I had a weird signed Funko Pops era. I enjoyed getting some signed, whatever that month feels like collecting to me. It feels like a little bit.
We're of the same generation, so we might have similar interests in toys.
Okay.
Speed round. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you see this?
I was Orko for Halloween when I was a kid. I made my mom make me an Orko costume. It was my favorite. I also remember putting tinfoil on my head and pretending to be Ram Man. Yeah, He-Man. I had the VHS of He-Man. I remember it was a big deal that we had we got a VHS tape.
And you remember the live-action version with Dolph Lundgren?
I don't. I missed that. I think I was a little too old for He-Man by the time that came out. And now I'm a grown adult who's very much back into He-Man. Kind of can't wait for the new He-Man.
Okay.
Very excited for it.
Got more toys here.
All right.
What comes to mind when you see this?
I bought that 2 months ago.
This exact one?
Yeah,
Raymond?
I have all those. Yep. I really enjoy Super 7 and all their reaction figures. I don't think there's one of them exists that I don't have.
I don't know what was up with my toys in the 80s, but they're all torsos now, my G.I. Joes.
Yeah, you played right. You had a good time.
Yeah.
Did you have pets? Did you have a dog?
I got after it. No, I was just weird. All right, Star Wars. What comes to mind here?
I have too much of it. I have, not kidding, I think I have a couple of that exact one, of that specific one. I don't know why.
I have a box of Return of the Jedi era toys. Am I rich right now or no?
Probably a little bit.
Okay.
I found out this, I can't believe I'm saying this into a camera.
Yeah.
When I was young and first started collecting on eBay, I had this weird thought. It just popped into my head. I still don't know why it happened, but I had this thought at a young age, was if I type in Star Wars and divorce, you get people who are divorcing their husbands, and they're like, "I don't know what any of this stuff is. I don't know what any of this Star Wars stuff is, but he collected it and I don't want it anymore. I'm getting a divorce, so we're just selling it." So I bought, from the age of 15 to 18, I bought
preyed on these people?
hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of Star Wars memorabilia for $60. These poor women who were getting divorced and selling their husbands' toys, and I bought them as a child. I have all the original Star Wars action figures in the box. Kenner figures
I should
because
make a note. Prey on divorcees. Mental note. All right, and
collecting.
Here we got
pretty cool.
Thundercats. First thought.
The best. Panthro, coolest cartoon character ever, maybe. I made a cartoon series called Lightning Wolves. It's just complete ripoff of my love for Thundercats. It's just a hard R Thundercats. Because that's what I wanted to watch when I was a kid.
I don't remember a ton. I had a bunch of them. Were they humanoid cats?
Yeah.
What is that? Is that
You
how
seem
that went?
confused. Yeah, that was the whole thing. Silver
I mean, I remember the
Hawks.
song.
Yeah, there was a
You know
lot
the
of.
song?
Oh yes, I'm
Wanna
not
give it a
singing it
try?
here. No, I'm good. Thank you. No, my wife's on Broadway. I don't sing on camera. No, but best theme songs in the world. He-Man too. They all had wonderful theme songs. We need a good theme song again.
I know. They made great ones in the 80s.
Yeah.
Now that we have kids, do we let them play with the toys?
Yes.
Or sell them for, I don't know, dumb things like food and clothes?
If you're like me, you let them play with them, but all the stuff that can be sold or whatever, I have insured, and it is away from the kids.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, my office is like display cases like this. This is what my house looks like, and
Got
like,
it.
but they
And
know how
booby-trapped.
to. No, they know. My daughters love it. They know they're good with it. They're respectful of it. They get it.
You want to keep browsing?
No, I just want to buy everything, go home. You go. I'm gonna look around for the next 4 hours.
So, Bobby, if you could have the power or gadget of any 80s era cartoon or toy, what'd you pick?
My first thought, I don't know if it's just because you said Gadget, but my first thought was just Inspector Gadget, the hat, the helicopter hat, the legs. I mean, that whole setup.
Sure.
Alone.
That's almost cheating, though. That's a lot of gadgets.
Is it, or is it just the smart decision?
I'd go Millennium Falcon just because of the LA traffic.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's. I didn't consider that an accessory as much as I consider it a major vehicle. Yeah, I mean, lightsaber. If we're doing that, lightsaber. That's all I want.
Now, one of your SNL characters has its own Funko Pop.
Oh, yeah.
How cool is that?
Yes, I'm very lucky. I have 3 Funko Pops, I think.
Do you?
Yeah, Drunk Uncle, the skeleton from David Pumpkins, and Panda from We Bare Bears.
You're a collectible.
Yeah.
The collector.
Yeah,
is a collectible.
I love that. Yeah, I'm a fan of these guys' work, and I love it. They just made Hoppers ones, and they didn't make a King George, and I was devastated.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah,
You can't have it all.
I can't have it all. Someday.
So you're clearly a playful soul, and look at you now. You get to like play make believe for a living. Is that sort of the dream?
It's not lost on me. Yeah, no, I'm very lucky. I often go. This is like if you had told me at 10 years old that I would be standing in a comic book store talking about how I was on SNL, I would have cried myself to sleep. So I'm very happy.
Yeah. Let's talk about your latest foray into make believe.
Yeah.
The fall and rise of Reggie Dinkins.
Yeah.
Hilarious. What do you think makes it click?
The people on the show. I think, I knew Tracy a little bit. I had met Daniel Radcliffe at SNL. He hosted SNL when I was there. I met Erica Alexander on this show, but I worked with this crew of people like Tina and Robert and Sam a bunch. So I was just happy to be involved. I love Tina's world and that universe that she has created comedically, and we kind of just hit the ground running. I mean, like, I remember shooting the pilot and then coming back for the second episode and thinking, like, we all are getting along way too well. This is, I'm enjoying this way too much, which means it's going to be wonderful, and I'm going to be devastated if people don't like it. But I'm glad people really like it, because I do too.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now you play a former teammate and best friend.
Yep.
Of Reggie Dinkins.
Yeah.
How comfortable are you, like, on a football field for real?
I mean, like, I'm fine, I guess. I always say, like, I like sports. I played hockey in high school and college. In high school, like, I played hockey. I played sports, but it wasn't about winning. It was just about, like, I liked skating. Like, I don't have a sports mentality. I have, like, I learned about, like, community through improv, not sports. So, like, it's just a different. I didn't care if we won. I was just like, we had a good time on the bus, though. That was fun.
Now, I know you're a big Star Wars fan, and you got to do a bunch of Star Wars projects. That's awesome. Now, what's the next holy grail as a collector in entertainment? What would you like to appear in a project if you could just snap your fingers or wave the magic wand, if you will?
I mean, I would if I could choose to play anything right now, I would choose to play the Blob in the new X-Men series instantly.
Is that going to be a character?
I hope so. Or Beast. I would like that. Like I love that idea. Like play. Like I like SNL gave us the like scratch that itch of like you want to play the Hulk in something. Like you'll never play the Hulk in a movie, but you can play it on here with the real Avengers. Like and it was like fantasy camp. Like we got to do that all the time. So anytime like I get cast in something like Star Wars, like daily in my office, I played Jedi Bob. In a Lego Star Wars cartoon, and like I don't know if fans know this or if collectors know this, but that was a figure that came out, and fans, it didn't have a name, so collectors started calling him Jedi Bob, and it was like a thing that like collectors only knew about, and now they made a series about it, so I feel like very big ownership over Jedi Bob, and I had a Jedi Bob, like when I got the audition, they were like, they're gonna make this thing about this character, and I was like, I know all about it. Like, and like, I can't believe it. I have my little Jedi Bob on my desk, and I look at it every day and go like, that's nuts. I'm a Jedi now.
Well, do what you love, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're an inspiration in that way. Now, if you excuse me, I didn't come all the way to Golden Apple Comics to not play with toys.
Understandable.
Right? So,
you can lift the hammer. You're worthy enough.
What does Thundercats do? Do they?
I
think you gotta look through this hole or something.
Right?
Right?
I have a different one. I have many different swords of omens. I have a couple like ones the kids can play with, and then like a very expensive one that I should not have bought. Yeah.
Thanks, Bobby.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you, buddy.
No sweat.